Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is not Wednesday. It's Thursday, the 10th of September, 2015, and this is episode 157. And long time no see, because it's been a week and a half since we recorded, because we've been in London. We just got home last night. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. So yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a extremely long episode.
Mm-hmm.
We have, well, you can see behind us. We have lots to share, and that's not everything. Yeah. We have videos to share. We have some pictures to share. We won't put all the pictures in. I think I'm going to do the slideshow thingy again, like I did.
I took lots of pictures of cats.
Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin spice.
Cats.
River song.
Cats.
Yarn.
Cats.
Stonehenge.
Cats.
Jane Austen.
Cats.
Good food.
Cats.
Friends.
Cats.
Knitting.
Cats.
Yeah.
Cats.
My nose is itching now.
Cats are my friends.
And we discovered while we were there that apparently I've outgrown my cat allergy.
Can we get a kitty?
Well, we're not allowed to have a kitty in this flat.
In this flat? No.
So, anyway, that was totally off topic, so sorry.
Cats. I
We
need to make a big cuddly kitty.
It could be your button monster.
No, because I want to cuddle it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so sorry. We are kind of scattered today. I'm actually fighting a migraine, but we wanted to record because we have so much to tell you. So just bear with us, okay, please? We have lots of prizes to award too. But first, Mare, there's some people who introduced themselves while we were gone this week, and thank you for being patient with us because we really did not do anything online this past week while we were gone. We were on Instagram and Twitter, but that was about it. So thank you for your patience and being so kind to each other in the group, and we love you guys. So, Mare, people introduce themselves. Why don't you give them a shout out?
Sherry, who is Sherry Spins from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, who is Jennifer Lee S from Minnesota. Betsy Joy, who is Catholic Terp 7 from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And Cassandra, who is C. Lee Ellie from Minnesota.
Welcome, we're glad to have you. Now, I wonder if Jennifer and Cassandra know each other. They're both from Minnesota, and they both have Lee or Lay in their usernames. Do y'all know each other? If not, you should connect. I don't know what parts of Minnesota y'all are from.
How big is Minnesota?
I don't know. I've never been to Minnesota.
Neither have I.
No, me neither. All right, well, we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Most of it's in Yummies. Oh, if anybody is wondering, I'm wearing my Neon Beast, because you know somebody's going to ask that. It's knit with Rainbow Heirloom, Almost Spring, and Fluffy Bunny. Yeah, Apparitions from the other one. And the pink is Mad Tosh Pop Rocks colorway. So, autumn has come to Edinburgh. I'm wearing knitted socks and a shawl. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we probably should get started, yeah? Okay, here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Mare?
Some socks that I should have finished while we were in London, but I didn't. These are my Ravenclaw socks. Then the pattern is CC's Vanilla Cappuccino socks.
Free on Ravelry, join my newsletter.
And the needles are US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. And the yarn is Mint Rain hand-dyed yarns Tough Sock in the Ravenclaw colorway.
Yes.
I only have a few rows of the ribbing left in the bind off.
Okay.
Like 4 or 3.
We should race.
Oh, I
'Cause
don't
I'm working-
remember. I have it written down somewhere, but not in here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are my socks.
And what bag are those in?
Knit Run Dig Bag.
But what's on it?
Bicycles.
And are you going to talk about this?
I'll talk about Yummies.
You're going to talk about Yummies. Okay. I was giving you the option there. What else is on your needles?
Something that I got a few repeats done on in London, mostly on the train.
Because she was with kitties the whole time.
Yes, I love kitties. I want to snuggle them all the time. This is a secret Doctor Who KAL designed by her. And the needles are US 4s, 2.5 millimeters, and the yarn is Shamu Makes Silver Twinkle Sprite Sparkle Sock Yarn.
Yes.
It sparkles.
Yes, and it's very Tardisy color. So.
And I can't show it to you.
No.
Nope.
All right.
Also in a knitting bag.
Your Stargate bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What are you doing?
I'm working on a few things. So I didn't take them with me. Okay, so I didn't take my Lely with me that I'm working on. Yeah, so it's a pattern by Martina Bem, and I'm using US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and this is Yarn from the Plains, Nether Alderley in the Distant Waters colorway. So, can you take that in that bottom corner? And I'll take this. So it's a poncho kind of thing. So I have, and you can see it's a gradient. This is the yarn I have left. And so I have like because I'm going to fold it. So that doesn't help because it's, yeah. I don't know. I think I probably have about 10 repeats, and then the top edging, which is just like the bottom edging. But honestly, I have not picked this up in over a week because I was going to try to finish it before we left for London, and then it just didn't happen. So I need to get back working on that. Hopefully I can finish that before next week. I also did not, that was in a Knit Run Dig project bag too, if you're interested. It's in my Doctor Who bag. Then I'm also working on my zigzag blanket in another Knit Run Dig bag, not my other, I've got bunches. My Winnie the Pooh bag. This is my zigzag blanket, which is the 10-stitch zigzag pattern from Frankie Brown, and I'm on US 4s, 3.5 mil, and I only got just 2 zigzags done. This is Regia Floramania in the leaf colorway because I did not take that with me, so I will get back started on that this week. So now then, I did work on this. Actually, I cast this on the train, and I only have a few rows of the cuff and bind off. So this is the first sock. This is from my CC's Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern, which is free on Ravelry. Just join my newsletter. And I'm doing this on US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and I'm using Zoom needles, which are the tiny 9-inch circulars that you just zoom around on. So the yarn I'm using for this one, for the toe and the heel and the cuff, this is Sparkle Duck Galaxy in the Out of Darkness colorway. It's purple and black with sparkles. I knit Damaris's birthday socks last year in it. And then the main color for this one is the 5 Moons Artemis 4-ply in the Rainbow Nebula colorway, and it also sparkles. So, I just have the cuff to finish and then bind off. The other sock will be opposite. So the toe, heel, and cuff will be the rainbow, and the main part will be the Out of Darkness.
It smells nice.
Yeah, 5 Moons puts a scent on it. But it's not overwhelming, so it's okay. So yeah, I just have, and these are socks for me. I've been meaning to do these for a while. I got the Sparkle Duck at Yarndale last year, and I got the rainbow, the 5 Moons at Unwind Brighton last summer when we went to London. So yeah, so these are just socks for me, and they were enjoyable. I had another project I worked on, though, quite a lot in London, and I actually finished it. So let's move on to the next segment, and I will tell you all about it.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
Yes, so I have 3. So let me start with these ones first. They're my top-down preemie hat They're from My Top Down Preemie Hat Pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, on US 6's 4mm needles. So last week when we recorded, I was actually working on this one. This is number 35 for the year, and it's made out of Pandia's Jewels hand-dyed yarn and the snug base in the Lollybrock colorway, which is from the Outlander sock kit. And I held it doubled. The color's not showing up great. It's a little more vibrant in person. And then I also did this one because I knew we wouldn't be, I didn't want to take it with me for the trip, so I went ahead and knit the one for this week as well. And it's an unknown yarn. It's just a teal yarn. So yeah, so 35 and 36 for the year. The other thing that I knit is the Flexure Mittens, which is a pattern by our friend Kirsten Bettigan, who is one of our teachers for the retreat. I did these on US 2's 2.75mm needles, and I used Easy Knits Sushi Sock Roll in the Lovely Lydia colorway. So this was left over from the socks I'm wearing right now. So I bought the sushi roll at Unwind Prut and Lusher. I totally did not do that on purpose. I just pulled on socks because my feet were cold. So I knit just a pair of vanilla socks for myself, and then I had the rest of the sushi roll left. And it was not quite long enough to make the mitts the length I wanted. So I bought a set of Knitting Goddess mini skeins in the shades of pink colorway, and I just used one of them to make it longer. So they are still wet because they are blocking. So I cast these on the train and then finished them on the train. So let me put them on to show you. And then I will also tell you the modifications that I did. I just did a couple of modifications. Okay, so they're there. So I love this. So this is a folded over detail with the thumb. So the modifications I made were I did a crocheted edging around the thumb just to tighten it up. And since I was making them longer, I just did a few increased stitches as needed just to make it a little bit longer. But you can't even tell where I changed color because it's a gradient. So it started with this like purpley pink up here, and then it was primarily this color, and then the Knitting Goddess one just perfectly matched. So, yay. So these are my fingerless gloves for this year. It's a great pattern. It took a little bit to wrap my brain around this fold over section, because you do cast on more stitches and work it, and then you fold it over and knit together several of the stitches. So I had read the pattern several times and I just could not wrap my brain around it. So I was like, I'm just going to start and I will just work it. And as I worked it, it came together, so I was just overthinking it. So those are my Flexure mitts, and I love them, and I love the polka dot buttons I put on them. Those are from Ginger Twist Studio. So there are my Flexure mitts. So I cast those on the train and finished them on the train home. And I think this is finished project number 80 for this year. So that's everything that I finished. Yeah, yep. They're still wet. You're going to go put them back in the sun to dry. And we're going to move on to Yummies because we have a lot of them. Here we go. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies, and we have a lot of them. So let's start out with Yarn in the City, the Great London Yarn Crawl. So here is the tote bag. And here's the back. And it had lots of stuff in it, including some soak. I'm excited to try that. That's the celebration scent. We got badges. We got a skein of yarn, which I actually ended up balling up. I'm going to use it for preemie hats. This one, the yarn is Rowan Lima. Mm-hmm. Mine was 26 grams. I don't know how much yours is.
Blue would really like watching you wind it up.
Yes. Sam's cats. She's got a cat named Magnus and a cat named Blue, because we stayed with Sam of Knit Run Dig. So, yeah. So I wound that up and I'm going to use it for preemie hats. What else was there? Oh, we each got a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I got Inklings by Louise Zasbangham. What pattern did you get?
Twinkle something.
Wasn't it by
It's by Curious Handmade. Twinkle Twinkle Blanket by Curious Handmade.
It's a baby blanket. We also each got a skein of yarn. Rowan. No, this is from Fringe. That's from later. So actually, Damaris and I have decided that we're going to add 2 new prizes to the Autumnal KAL. And so each of y'all will get our Yarn in the City tote bag. Each of y'all will get either my pattern or Damaris's pattern. And each of y'all will get one of these 2 skeins of yarn that we'll talk about in just a minute. So those will be 2 new prizes for the Autumnal KAL. Trying to put that in there. Okay, so we started out with tea and cakes after we queued up. Mm-hmm. And then there was a keynote address by...
I don't know.
I'm totally blanking on her name. She's a podcaster. I don't remember. I'm sorry. My brain's gone. And then we were let loose in the pop-up market. I don't have them over here, but I did buy a set of Addie needles, US 6s for mill for preemie hats because y'all might remember, I think I talked about it on the last episode, that my Chow Goose snapped. So I do have other I have US 6 in my interchangeable set, but I wanted a set I could just put in my preemie hat bag. So I got that, and then I also got, I mentioned this before, from the Knitting Goddess. This was a 7 skein, mini skein set. It's 75% superwash wool, which 45% is British BFL and 30% is mixed British wool, and 25% nylon. It's 70 grams, 280 meters in the shades of pink colorway. So there was 7 skeins total, and I used 1 skein for my mitts that I just showed y'all. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use this with. I think I have a idea for a design, matching it with something else, but we'll see. Is that all we bought at the market?
I think so.
Yeah, we didn't buy very much at the market. There was lots of lovely things, but we didn't buy a whole lot actually, overall. Just because that's just what we did. But we enjoyed visiting with everyone. We were on Team Camel. Do you have your thing that one of the girls made? Oh, there were stitch markers in our bag too, the ring ones. Mm-hmm. Because I already put those with my other stitch markers. One of the... Oh, you can show them your stitch markers because you got the same ones as I did.
Stitch markers.
They're from, I'm just going to look at the name on it. Fripperies in Biblets. Etsy.com. And then one of the ladies on Team Camel made these for each of us. Can you see it's got a camel on the end? But they're row counters. Although I took mine apart and I'm using it differently. But that was lovely. So we actually ended up going only to 2 of the 3 shops. We were done after 2. It was a lot of energy for that. So the first shop we went to was Loop, and it was a very nice shop. Mm-hmm. Do you want to show what you got?
A unicorn tail.
Can you hold it closer so they can see the color? So what kind of yarn is this?
This is Mad Tosh unicorn tails in the cathedral colorway.
What's the put up?
What?
52 yards, 47 meters, 100% superwash merino. And it was it was dyed in Texas, which is where we're from. That's really funny. And then I got this yarn. This is the Uncommon Thread Tough Sock, which is 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon, approximately 365 meters, 100 grams, in the Nutcracker colorway. It's a little... That's a
less orange.
Yeah, it's a little less orange and more brown. This is going to be for one of the coffee patterns in my 6-pattern collection that I'm working on. So, I had been searching for this. I had a picture of the coffee drink that I was trying to match, and we went to like every booth in the pop-up market and then and then Loop had this. So I got that. And then from Fringe, I bought 2 skeins of yarn. This is Lang Yarn's Jawal Magic Superwash. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon. 100 grams, approximately 400 meters. So I got this autumnal colorway, because that's what yelled to me first. And then behind it, I found pink. But these were very reasonably priced. They were under 10 pounds a piece. So I'll probably knit socks for myself at some point. Like, I needed more sock wool. But I'll probably knit socks for myself at some point out of that. So, that was from Fringe. And that was everything for that. Do you want to show the yarn that Sam gave you? And then remind me to put it in the... Oh, no. I forgot about these. Fringe gave us yarn. So, Damaris got the Rowan Summer Tweed.
No, I got that one.
Oh, you got that one. I got the Rowan Summer Tweed in the Sunset colorway. And Damaris got the Rowan Creative Linen, which is 50-50 linen cotton, 100 grams. I don't know if this is a colorway. It may just be a number. Yeah, it's just a number. SH623, approximately 200 meters. So, like we said, those will be going into the tote bag with a pattern for prizes. Okay, you want to show the yarn that Sam gave you?
You got one of these too.
Mm-mm.
You did?
No, I got it from her last time. It's right here.
Oh, okay. I'll take it out of the bag.
Sorry for the crinkles.
This is String Theory Colorworks Entanglement in the Aconite colorway.
So pretty.
It's Bruce Banner yarn.
It is Bruce Banner yarn.
So I'm going to make some awesome socks with it. And it came with the stitch marker.
It did come with the stitch marker. And actually, we actually talked about knitting it at the retreat. For you to knit that one, and me to knit this one that I've shown y'all before. That's the pinks and blacks with the gray heels and toes and cuffs. And then Sam has one too. And we talked about all 3 of us knitting them together at the retreat. And then she also gave you another skein of yarn.
Yes. It's in the bag too. Well, this is Knitting Goddess yarns in the Happy Feet colorway, but I thought it was Wonder Woman yarn.
Yeah, it's pretty. So, those were gifts from Sam.
Yes.
Do you have anything else in your bag that you need to show?
Nope.
Okay. So, let's move on to the next thing. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice frappuccinos and lattes. Starbucks.
They're here.
They're here.
They've arrived.
I don't know how many we had.
So many.
Probably at least half a dozen over the last
many.
week. Too many, yes. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. I love pumpkin spice. I know some of y'all don't, but I do. I really, really love pumpkin spice. So much that I've designed a sock pattern. I'll tell you about that in the end announcements. Oh my gosh, pumpkin spice. So yummy. And then there was half price frappuccinos too on Monday afternoon. Of course, we took advantage of that. So, anyway, next up. How could my day have gotten any better? I had my first pumpkin spice frappuccino, and then I was looking on Twitter, and OMG, River Song's coming back to Doctor Who for Christmas!
You okay?
I'm so excited. Y'all know how much I love River Song. She's my favorite. She is my favorite. She's coming back for Christmas to Paris.
I know. I was there.
I kind of like screamed in Starbucks.
You did.
I did. I was like, oh my gosh!
Okay.
Is it Christmas yet?
No. Your anniversary hasn't come yet, and your birthday hasn't come yet, and my birthday hasn't come yet, and Thanksgiving hasn't come yet. So no, it's not Christmas. Like the day of Thanksgiving, that's when Christmas starts.
But Doctor Who also comes back on the 19th,
Mm-hmm.
which is a week from Saturday, which is like 9 days from now.
Yes.
And then we watch and we watch and we watch, and then River Song!
Okay. Let's move on. What next?
We're going to talk about Stonehenge next. We went to Stonehenge. Oh, it's my sheepy.
I want to hold.
So we went to Stonehenge. Here's a postcard for our wall. Y'all may have...
There's snow there, isn't it? Frost.
Frost on the grass.
Frost. It's pretty.
So, I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else under there that's Stonehenge. So we went on... What day was that? Thursday?
I think the day after we got there.
Yeah, so that would have been Thursday. So we went, this was my souvenir.
It's a sheep.
It's a sheepy.
And it's really soft.
And it's a little black sheepy. And his name, because he's from Stonehenge, from Stonehenge, is Stony. Stony the sheep. And he's so soft and cuddly. And he's going to live over here with Geeky. Geeky the sheep and Stony the sheep.
Okay. So what did you think of Stonehenge?
As we were driving up to it, it was much smaller than I expected. Once we got up there, it was a little more what I expected. So what we did was we had downloaded this app on my phone from Stonehenge, where instead of renting one of those things that you listen to as you go through the thing, it played it on my phone. So we did that all the way around. Some people had asked, because I put some pictures and stuff on Instagram and Twitter, you could not get up close to the stones.
No, in the inside thing there was pictures like from the 70s and stuff of people in there on the stones, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, so there's been issues with graffiti and stuff, but also
the groundwork beneath it is really fragile.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing pictures of people there made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah. If they were to let the millions of people who come to Stonehenge every year up into the ground would continue to decay,
and also that you couldn't really stop people from touching the stones, and they would erode very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, should we tell people about the hidden security guards?
So, as we were walking around, because it took us probably an hour or so to do the whole thing around, there were sheep baaing. Bah.
Sheeple. I took a video.
Yes. So as we were walking around, I made the comment that, I haven't seen any Stonehenge employees since we left the
main area
visitor center part. I was like, this is kind of strange, and so here was our theory.
Yeah, because there weren't really any people outside, so they were hiding in the ditch, and if you stepped over the rope that sections off the path from the monument, they would jump out of the ditch and get you. And also there were helicopters above, and so also if you stepped over the rope, they would descend from the helicopters and get you.
And they were dressed up as sheep and hiding incognito.
Yeah.
With the sheep.
As we got to like the middle part, there were staffers there to make sure no one.
Well, it was more towards the end, because that was at that point that the rope was closest to the stones, where you got up as close as you could.
Yeah, and as we were walking up, there were like little signs on the ground, like outside the rope, so you can know what to listen to.
Yeah, what number to listen to on audio.
And there was a jacket there and a water bottle. I was like, why is someone's stuff there? And I didn't see any people, and then I saw a staffer.
He had jumped out of the ditch.
Yeah, he was I think he was watching us while we were making videos and taking pictures and stuff right in the middle to make sure we didn't go over.
Yeah. And then at the end, when we got back to the visitor center, there was this thing where it was a stone on logs, like, because that's how you would pull it. They would pull it. And so there was this thing where you pulled it to see how many people you would need to assist you to pull this stone. And so you and I and Sam did it, and we were only the strength of one person.
So we needed
99 more people because you needed 100. And then the Hubs did it.
He only needs 85 more people.
He has the strength of 15 men.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop right here because I took quite a lot of video, but it was all in short snippets. It's probably not more than a couple minutes. So I'm going to put in this video, and I think you had a little bit too that you wanted me to put in.
Oh, sure.
We'll see. So we'll put in this video from Stonehenge because it was really, really interesting, and we really, really did enjoy it, even though we started to get cold because the wind was so brisk.
We should go when it's been snowing sometime.
Gosh, that would be beautiful. And also, some of the video is inside the visitor center about like culture that, like comic books and stuff that have been about Stonehenge and such.
And also, there were human remains.
There were human remains in there. So we're gonna stop right here, and we'll put in some video, and then we'll be back.
Sheep are like people.
Sheeple.
Look at the clouds.
It's definitely very pretty.
The clouds are just stunning.
Well, you're trying to...
You'll see a grass-covered ditch with a bank rising behind it. The ditch and bank run in a complete circle and were built during the first phase of construction about 5,000 years ago, in around 3000 BC. It's the earliest stone on the site. It's known as the heel stone. The name...
It beeped.
until about 1600 BC.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good idea. And here you find the Damaris in the wild. Aliens! I'm going this way. You're okay now. Hit the button first. You have to push the start button.
People are nuts.
Did you hit the start button? Okay, pull. Oh, 85!
Nice.
Sorry, guys.
So, next up, we went on Monday to Jane, and we'll see, we're doing this all out of order, because Yarn in the City was in the middle of this. Anyway, we went to Jane Austen's house museum. So here is a picture of it. This is a postcard that's for our wall. And you got a postcard too.
Postcard.
And then you also got a card.
Yes.
Which is adorable.
Mr. Darcy thinking he's so smooth.
And then how could I pass this up?
Yes, it's fountain pen and it's pink.
Pink ink. How awesome is this? So we went around the museum, her house. There was like about a 15-minute video thing that talked about the house and everything, which was really, really interesting. And yeah, it was really cool. We really enjoyed it. And then we had lunch in a pub.
That potato I had was really good.
Yeah, and I had a brie and bacon sandwich.
And I had a brie and bacon potato.
Yeah, it was really good.
So good.
Anything else you want to say about Jane Austen's house?
It was kind of hard to get around because it was so tiny.
Yeah, but that's how it
the
was.
floors creaked a lot.
Oh, but the garden was gorgeous.
Yes.
So many flowers and trees and...
It was a really big garden for
Really
such a
big.
small house.
Yeah. So, I probably won't put pictures of this in the podcast, but I'll do the slideshow on the show notes. You got some fun things.
Yes, you got them for me. Well, these ones. Okay, so you know how much I love kitties. So you got me kitty stickers.
And that set's called the Pretty Cats.
Oh, they're so pretty. No, they should be called Pretty Kitties.
They should be called Pretty Kitties.
They're so pretty.
Which one's your favorite?
I like the one that looks like a taxi. Right there.
Oh. Let me see what my favorite is. Oh, that one's cute with the flowers and the tutu.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Ballerina kitty.
Ballerina kitty. And then you also got some more stickers.
Yes. I got these ones.
So these are from Sweet Ava's paper on Etsy. So kitties. And more kitties. And kitty paw prints.
Kitty
Rainbow.
paws.
Rainbow ones.
Yes, someday I'm going to have a kitty.
Okay. And what else ones did you get?
Hearts.
Just hearts. So that's from Sweet Ava's paper, and I'll put a link to the her Etsy shop in the show notes. She's got lots of cute stuff. I got some stickers too, but I can't show you because it's a secret.
Someday I'm gonna have a kitty.
On the way home, we made sure we had enough time at King's Cross train station to get burritos from what's the name of it?
Benito's Hat.
Benito's Hat. They've got really good burritos. And we took those on the train to eat. But then we also made sure we had time to go to the Harry Potter shop at platform 9 3/4.
But we went in to get a Ravenclaw badge and a Hufflepuff badge for her and my father. Not the Hubs.
You are my father.
I can't call him the Hubs.
No, you can't.
No. So yeah, we went to get badges for them, but they didn't have any single Hufflepuff badges.
No. So instead we got this set. So, I'm Hufflepuff.
Yes.
So, I'll put the Hufflepuff with my badges. In fact, I got a new bulletin board that I might move some badges from my button monster over. And we'll give the Hubs Ravenclaw. He's going to want Gryffindor because he tries to say he's in Gryffindor when he's in Ravenclaw. I don't know who will get the Slytherin. And then we'll have to decide on those two. So, they've got some fun stuff. But, yeah. And then I also came home to a set of bookmarks from Amy's Not Dead Yet. And actually, she always sends cute business cards. So this is a stars one. You can have that one. And I think the Hubs wants this one.
I dropped it.
Make it so it's Picard. But the set I bought was 4 Star Trek one. And 4 Star Trek bookmarks. And I bought them specifically for this one, for the Enterprise. Because I'm a part of a program called the Starship. I think I've talked about it a little before. And Amy is actually she's also a Starship captain too. And I have a journal notebook that I use. And I told her I wanted an Enterprise to put on it because Starship. So she drew this one for me. And then there's also these 3 are the other 3 bookmarks. So Spock and Kirk and McCoy.
Bones McCoy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
It's
give
always
those.
so good.
I'm gonna give those to Damaris
What?
because
Yay.
I told you I was gonna give you those.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Yay, I have grumpy bones.
So I'm gonna put this one on the front of my journal, and the Hubs is gonna get this one. But stay tuned because I think we're gonna do another giveaway with Amy's Not Dead Yet closer to the holidays.
can go with Q and Bond.
Is there any other yummies to talk about?
Kitties. We spent the whole week with kitties.
Yeah.
They were really nice.
So in between all these big things that we talked about, we did do some retreat planning. We knit a lot. We ate a lot of good food to go with our pumpkin spice frappuccinos and lattes. We played games. And sometimes we just sat with our feet up, with our knitting, and just relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I learned how to ride a bike.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Kind of. Because I can't ride a bike. Well, I couldn't. Really.
The hubs and I had tried numerous times, as well as some other people have tried. And
many have tried, and so many have failed.
She freezes up when she's trying to deal with the stability issue. She freezes up, and then it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah.
But you did ride.
Yes. Kind of, sort of.
So Mark, which is Sam's husband, and Sam both gave her some lessons.
And instead of falling off, I stepped off of it as it kind of fell over. So
that's progress.
Yeah, and I could ride in a sort of straight line.
Yeah.
Yay!
So. All right, is that all the yummies?
Kitty cats.
Yeah, kitty cats. We already talked about Magnus and Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Mare?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge, and we have a list of prompts for each month, and you take a picture related to the prompt for that day and post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
So I know it's been a couple weeks because we didn't put pictures in last week's episode, but we decided with as long as this episode's going to be that we would just do our normal, which is
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Yep. So here come the photos. So we're going to talk about the one event we'll be attending, because that's all we have listed right now.
One event.
What is it, Mare?
It's the Geeky Puffin Knit Palooza, which is a retreat that you and I and our friend Sam of Knit Run Dig, who we stayed with in London and has really nice cats, are co-hosting here in Edinburgh from Thursday the 29th of October to Sunday the 1st of November.
Yes. So we will be opening our extra class spots to the public the next couple of days. If you want early access to that, you need to go to geekypuffinknitpalooza.com and join the newsletter, because we'll be opening up the spots to newsletter recipients tomorrow, which is Friday the 11th.
Join the newsletter.
And then it'll be open to the general public on Saturday the 12th. The vendor market will be open on Saturday the 31st of October from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. to the public for a £3 entry fee or a donation of one knitted or crocheted item for charity. We did a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I've just sent emails out to attendees and teachers, and I still have a whole nother list of stuff to do. We worked on some of the goodie bag stuff. We worked with some of the class details. Yeah, we did a lot of work on it. So things are starting to come together behind the scenes. We have some spots left. We'd love to fill them. So if you have not signed up to attend and you would like to, please go to the website and do that. We're obligated for the number of rooms that we reserved. So we'd love to fill them with some people, please. This is not a drop-in event other than for the vendor market. You have to have paid either for the retreat fee to come to the retreat or for these classes that we're opening some spots to the public. So, yeah, if you have not signed up, please go do it. We're getting closer. I think we're about 7 weeks out. We have a lot to do. In fact, when we paused right here to put in the Stonehenge videos, then a delivery guy came, like 30
I summoned him.
Like 30 seconds later. So that was good. We got some more stuff for the retreat. All right. So tell them where they go to do it.
GeekyPuffinPalooza.com.
That's the .blogspot, but it'll take you to the same place.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what books we're reading, what TV we're watching, and what we're reading, watching, and listening to.
That too. Yeah.
La, 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 la.
What are you reading?
I finished reading Allegiant by Veronica Roth,
Yay.
and now I'm reading Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. I think that's the one I started.
Is that one for school?
No.
Just because?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to tell me that so I can put it in the show notes. Anything you want to say?
No.
I'm inspired to read it because of the museum.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have a lot of books to tell you. So I'm still reading nonfiction book number 8 for this year, Christ Plays in 10,000 Places, A Conversation in Spiritual Theology by Eugene H. Peterson. I actually took a little break from it while we were gone on holiday and just started back on it last night. Fiction-wise, I finished a lot. So I was reading the Curse Keepers collection by Denise Grover Swank. I finished reading The Curse Breakers, This Changes Everything, and The Curse Defiers. And then the Detective Kindle Hazelred series by Marla Madison. I finished reading Relative Malice and Ice Malice. And then I read The Gambler by Denise Grover Swank. And then part of the Kate Davis series by Alana Andrews. I reread Magic Rises and then read Magic Breaks. So I only have one more to do that. But it just came out recently, and it's a little more than I want to pay. So I might just wait for it to go down in price a little bit, or see if I can check it out from the library. And then I started the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett. So I'm reading The Color of Magic right now. I have not read any of his. Sam sent me home with a few of them, and I was able to get most of them. I will be able to get most of them from the library. So, public library here. So, yeah. So I have been reading like crazy. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say book-wise?
No.
So we did not watch a whole lot of TV while we were gone. In fact, I think the whole time we were in London, I'm the only one that watched TV, and I was watching episodes of Supernatural during some downtime on my iPad. So, but we did watch a little bit before we left. So you want to start out with the stuff?
We're rewatching season 7 of Star Trek: The Next Generation and season 2 of Star Trek: Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end of TNG. And then Hubs and I finished watching season 8 of Murdoch Mysteries, and season 9 starts, I think, in October. I've got it written down on my other list. And then like I said, I'm watching Supernatural season 2. We finished.
Are you sure you're watching season 2? I thought you finished season 2. No?
I'm like in the middle of season 2. I think I just watched episode 11 a while ago while I was working. Do you know it's not so scary if you watch it on your iPad? And it's even less scary if you watch it on your iPhone. But when you watch it on the TV screen, it's really scary. I know I took a picture when we were on our way to Stonehenge. There's a town called Winchester. Mm-hmm. I posted it and said, I wonder if Dean and Sam are there.
Oh, when you were watching once Magnus wanted to see what you were doing.
Oh, yeah, Magnus kept trying to come over and watch, and he would bat the screen and knock it over, and then there was a scary part, and he, leapt from the floor past me over onto the couch. It was really funny. So, and then we finished watching series 1 of Partners in Crime.
You didn't mention Motive.
Oh, the Hubs and I started watching Motive season 1. I think we've only watched 1 episode, maybe 2. So, it's another crime show. We watch a lot of crime shows. Yeah, we finished watching Partners in Crime series 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can talk about your listening thing.
Yeah, okay, so welcome to Night Vale. Episode 73 came out the 1st. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was right before we left.
Yeah, so episode 73, Triptych. It was about Kevin.
Who's Kevin?
Kevin is another radio host. He's the host of Desert Bluffs, which is awful. Awful. For shame. For shame, Desert Bluffs. Okay, so, yeah, and this episode involved time travel, because why not?
Of course, time travel is essential.
Of course. And Cecil is like, you couldn't just start calling me Cecil and have it be my name. Yeah.
A rose by any other name.
And then Kevin, before Strix Corp, is talking about cats, and he's like, who doesn't love cats? Heartless people, that's who. Monsters without the capacity for love. Without the capacity for love, Cecil, that's who doesn't love cats. And Cecil's just like, wow, you're a lot nicer than I remember you being. Cats. They both love cats.
Okay.
And, yeah. And I really like Cecil's voice acting in this episode. The way he just deadpanned, I am so glad we drove Strix Corp out of Night Vale. But then he messed up the timelines by saying that.
Oops.
Come on, Cecil.
Doesn't he know the Prime Directive?
Yeah. And then kind of current Kevin said,
Make it so. No Prime Directive messing with.
that's funny. And so, kind of current Kevin said, so you're saying that there will be a secret revolution against Strix Corp? And Cecil's just like, nope, that doesn't sound right at all. Nope. Nuh-uh. That's not right. And then there are lots of feelings, because September 1st is the day that episodes give us feelings, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, and so past Kevin is just like, does Desert Bluffs win against Strix Corp, which is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Evil. And Cecil's just like, yes. And it's so sad. It's really sad. It's so sad.
Cats.
Yeah. Yeah. I need past Kevin and current Cecil to bond over their love of cats and community radio.
Alright, is that everything?
Yeah.
That's Damaris's Night Vale.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's everything that we're reading, watching, and listening to.
Yep.
We should move on to the next segment. Here we go. And now it's time for the summertime and the living is easy.
Cal. Sorry, she put...
Stoney is watching. He wants to see if he won a prize.
He's watching.
He wants to see if he won a prize.
He's watching.
Because the summertime Cal is over with. So let's start with, Mare, why don't you give a shout out to those who finished projects since the last time we talked about that we finished.
Lots of people. Abby In, A Whole Lot Knitting, Allison Roseboom ×3, Ange in the East ×3, Baby Boxer Mom, Bray Canine, CJ Bullion, Danny89 ×8, Fjord Lord, Inagata Danita ×3, Jazzy Starshine, Kathy Sand ×6, Nitty Girl 78 ×7, Little Angel SG2 ×2, May G ×2, Mother Z ×2, Pagan Spirit ×2, Penny Gale ×2, Piper's Mom ×4,
Or ×2 by ×2.
Yeah, Ruth CMC ×2, R.S. Island ×2, Smushy Bear, Sue Wilkins, and Twisting Pearls.
Good job, everybody.
Yay!
Alright, so we have prize winners to announce. We drew it off screen just in case there was any complications or problems, or the post had been deleted and everything. So we did that. So before we announce the winners, just a reminder, you have 30 days from the date this podcast goes live, which will be Friday the 11th of September.
Yes.
You have 30 days to claim your prize. To claim your prize, you need to send me, Java Pearl, a message on Ravelry. And if it's a prize that's got to be shipped out, I need your full name and mailing address. Otherwise, I'll tell you what I need when we go through the prizes. If you do not claim your prize within 30 days of this episode going live, you forfeit it. And we'll use it for another giveaway. Okay? All right, so let's start. First up, we have a bicycle bag. It's a drawstring bag.
Bicycles are everywhere.
It's got polka dots inside, too. It's really cute. This was done by Sam of Knit Run Dig, and she donated it. And the random number generator did its magic. And who is the winner?
Eileen, who is twisting pearls.
Yay! So Eileen, please send me a PM with your full name and mailing address. Next up, we have some digital prizes. So Christy, who is Christy Ray on Rav, donated 3 coupon codes for $5.50 to my Ravelry pattern store. So that coupon code will either get you 1 pattern, or you can use it to discount the price of any of the ebooks. So we have 3 winners. So Mare, would you like to tell us who the 3 winners are?
Sure. Bray Canine, Heidi, who is Smushy Bear, and Carol, who is Knit One Brew 2.
So Brie Canine, Smushy Bear, and Knit One Brew 2. Send me a PM on Ravelry, and I'll give you that coupon code. Next up, Eileen, who is Twisting Pearls, donated this skein of yarn that's on the screen right now. It's Space Cadet Celeste in the Alpha Centauri colorway. And who is the winner?
Ellie, who is Ellie15.
So Ellie15, I need you to PM me and give me your full name and mailing address, which I will then give to Eileen, who will ship your yarn to you. We have another digital prize. Lydia, who is Gypsy the Dog, donated a single pattern up to $10 US from Ravelry, and it has to be one that's giftable because she's going to gift the pattern to the winner. So who is getting that pattern, Mare?
Penelope, who is Mother Z.
So Mother Z, send me a PM on Ravelry with the name of the pattern you want, and I will give that to Lydia, and she will gift it to you. That is in the wrong spot. That is supposed to go in the other cow. Oops.
Okay.
And then our final prize is from our bag of prizes. So the winner is going to get this Yellow Bear Wears greeting card, this Gilver pattern by Joe Kelly, and the book The Knitting Woman by John Vetterlin. And randomly, we got an email from John this week. He had found the link in our show notes that we were giving it away, and he wrote us a sweet little note, and I sent him an email back this morning, so that was kind of cool. So who is winning this bundle of prizes?
Rusa, who is Ruzy.
So, Ruzy, I need you to send me your full name and mailing address, and I will ship your prize to you. And that is all the prizes for the Summertime KAL. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we should move on to the next KAL.
And now we're going to talk about our September, October, November Artistic Autumnal KAL.
Yes. So this started on September the 1st and runs through the 30th of November. It's for any project that you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to autumn. Can you tell we've had a week and a half break? I've forgotten how to do things. Mm-hmm. So, Mare, how can they convince us it's related to autumn?
Colors, colorway name, pattern, design element, purpose, or if you can't think of anything, you made it in the autumn.
That's right, and that's totally fine. This KAL is not for WIPs, for works in progress. You must have started your project September 1st or later, and you have to complete it no later than the 30th of November. And please feel free to double dip in other KALs as long as you meet all the rules. You have to be a member of our Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry to enter. I'll lock the thread on the morning of the 1st of December, and then we'll award the prizes on the next podcast. And there is a chatter thread in our group. You have to post a picture of your finished object in the FO thread. I think that's it, other than prizes. So let's tell you about the prizes right quick. If you would like to donate a prize, please feel free to PM me, Java Pearl on Ravelry, or email us at geekygirlsknit@gmail.com. So, first up, Christy, who's Christy Ray, donated 3 coupon codes for $5.50 to my Ravelry Pattern Store, just like she did for the previous Cal. Eileen, who is Twisting Pearls, donated this skein of yarn on the screen. It's a skein of Rocky Mountain Dye Works Kicking Horse sock yarn in the Wisteria colorway. Jody, who is AZ Knitwit, donated this skein of yarn that's on the screen. It's a skein of her own, she's the dyer, sun-soaked yarn, superwash fingering yarn in the Scarecrow in the Corn Maze colorway. You and I donated, oops, we didn't get it out. Yours is over there too.
Oh.
So there'll be 2 winners. Each of you will get a tote bag. Each of you will get a pattern, and each of you will get a skein of yarn. We'll take pictures of this after the podcast and pretty up on the screen. And then the other winner is also from our bag of prizes. One person will win this pair of Yellow Bear Wears lilac and black knitting needle earrings. Yellow Bear Wears. This is actually leftover from another Cal where the person did not claim their prize. So one of y'all will get it instead. So those are all of our prizes. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 prizes. So get to work on your projects. And we have some people who did get to work on their projects and finished some already. So why don't you give them a shout out?
Bindi J, C. Lee Ellie, Knit 1 Brew 2, Lil Angel SG2 times 2, Muzzer Z, Penny Gale, Piper's Mom, Rue CMC, and Vegan Jelly.
Great job, everybody. So keep going on your artistic autumnal Cal, and we can't wait to see what you finish. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right. So this week's question I actually bumped up in the order because it's a time-sensitive one. So we're going to answer it, and then next week we'll go back to where we were in line. Because we usually answer them in order, but if there's a time-sensitive one, we will bump it up and answer it for you. So with that, why don't you tell us who asked it and what the question is?
Angela, who is Rainbow Ange from the UK, asks, my boyfriend will be coming to Edinburgh for work reasons at some point before the end of September. Hopefully I will have the opportunity to travel with him. Do you have any recommendations for things I should do in and around Edinburgh, yarny and otherwise? I will have a couple of days to myself while he was working, and then we hope to extend our stays so we can do a couple of days of sightseeing together.
Yay! Well, let us know when you're coming, and if we can work it out, we'd love to meet up for coffee or something. So yarny-wise, the 3 yarn shops that I would recommend, number 1 is Ginger Twist Studio. That's run by our friend Jess, and it's a lovely little shop with gorgeous hand-dyed and some other things too. So I would recommend that one. And then the other 2 are Kathy's Knits and Be Inspired Fibers. Those are actually the 3 that did the Indibra Yarn Crawl together this summer, and they're also the 3 shops that will be our yarn crawl for the retreat. That reminds me, I need to email them. Remind me to put that on my to-do list. My to-do list is about, like, in tiny little print. So that's what I would say yarn-wise. If you're going to be in town on a Monday night, there's the Town Mouse Knitters Knitting Group that meets at Safari Lounge, that if you let us know, we'll make sure and come on that Monday night if you want to attend that. Sightseeing-wise, you want to talk a little bit, maybe sightseeing?
Edinburgh Castle.
Yeah, that'd be a nice one.
Arthur's Seat.
Yes, if you're able to climb. We have not done that one because I'm not able to do the climb up at this point.
The Sherlock Holmes statue.
And the Conan Doyle pub that's right across the street. They have really good food.
Yes.
Yes. Royal Mile.
Yes.
They've got some interesting things. There's some interesting shops there.
We have galleries on Princess Street. I forget which ones.
Scott Monument is on Princess Street.
Yes.
Then museum-wise, there's the, what's the one that we've been to several times?
National Museum?
Yeah, the National Museum. But there are several others that we have not made it to yet. So there's lots of museums that you can check out. In fact, I'll try to remember to link it in the show notes, but we did a map of things things to do and places to see for the retreat attendees. And it's on the retreat blog that has a list of lots of more places than what we've mentioned that might be ideas. So I'll try to remember to link that in the show notes. So, Angela, I hope that answers your question. We hope we've given you some good ideas. And like I said, let us know when you're coming and we'll see if we can work out getting together with you. So, Mare, if somebody has a question, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, we've got some giveaways going on, so let's move on. And now it's time for some giveaways. Yep. So, first up, reminder, the Gawaine's Shield book by Karen Robinson. We reviewed it in last week's episode, and we're giving away a physical copy of the book. If you go to the giveaway thread in our Ravelry group, you need to tell us which is your favorite pattern from the collection, and we will announce the winner next week in episode 158. Yeah, lovely, lovely patterns. If you missed the review, we did that in last week's episode. And now we have winners from our third Potiversary giveaway. So we have 2 skeins of West Yorkshire Spinner Signature 4-ply yarn. This is from the Country Birds collection in the pheasant
and blue tit colorways.
Yes. So we did the random number generator just before we recorded. And the winner of the pheasant colorway is...
Not the peacock.
Not peacock. I keep calling it peacock, but it's pheasant. I even have socks out of this. I know. The winner is Andrea, who is Angie's Hip from Canada. Yay! So Andrea, congrats. Let's tell you the other one, and then I'll tell you what you need to do. So the winner of the blue tit
is Kathy, who is Kathy... Is that an R?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy R. from Washington.
So, congrats, Kathy. So, Andrea, Angie's Hip, and Kathy R. You both need to send me, Java Pearl, a PM on Ravelry with your full name and mailing address. You have 30 days from the date this podcast goes live to claim your prizes, or you forfeit it. Yep. So, congrats. Thanks for celebrating our third Potiversary with us. There were several lovely notes and... kind words, and we would not do this if it was not for y'all. So we love you guys muchly. So, all right. Well, I think we're ready to move on to the final segment. And we made it to the end of the show. I'm not sure how. That was a long one, and I can't believe I forgot how to do some things in just a week and a half. I think it's because we're tired and my brain is not all together here. So we have a few announcements. Just a reminder, my I Love You More Than Pumpkin Spice sock kit goes on sale Monday. That is the 14th of September, and it starts at 10 a.m. and it'll be available through Saturday the 26th of September at 10 p.m. This is a pre-order, so what you're getting for $40 US plus shipping, you will get a sock pattern from me that is pumpkin spice inspired because I love pumpkin spice. You will get 2 50-gram skeins of yarn from Rainbow Heirloom. They're 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, so perfect for socks. And 4 pumpkin spice themed goodies. So the kit is $40 US. It's a pre-order. There's no limit on how many I can do. So don't worry if you can't be there right at 10 a.m. on Monday. Everybody who wants one can get one. I will charge a certain amount for shipping based on where you are, but if it does not cost that much to actually ship it to you, I will refund the excess. If you are going to be at the retreat, the Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza, or you're here in Edinburgh and want to meet up to pick yours up instead of me shipping it, that's totally fine. Just let me know. There was something in it totally... Oh, shipping. It will ship no later than the 23rd of October. Hopefully before that. But that is my deadline because the retreat's the following week. So no later than 23rd, and I will let you know when it ships. But here is a little bit of added news that we haven't shared anywhere else. Sam of Knit Run Dig Project Bags is going to do an optional themed project bag to go with the kit. So if you would like a bag from Sam, it's this size. It does not look like this. It's pumpkin spice inspired fabrics. So this is her small wedge size. So this has Damaris' sock project in it and still plenty of room. It's got a handle. And I had a text from Sam just before we started recording that the fabric we picked out had just come in, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. So if you would like to add the optional wedge bag from Sam, it will be $20 US extra. So if you want a reminder, go to my website, javapearldesigns.com, and sign up for my email list, because I will send an email newsletter out when it goes live on Monday. So I'm very excited to share it with y'all. It's so amazing. So, yay. Recording schedule. We'll be back to our normal schedule next week. So we will record episode 158 on Wednesday for release on Thursday the 17th. So we'll be back on track. And we should stay on track until the end of October, when we will have to juggle things for the retreat. Because on that Wednesday, we will be at the retreat center setting up. Any other announcements other than our normal stuff?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So we're Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, please click through our website first, because Amazon gives us a little back. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps ship out all these prizes and purchase some of the prizes and badges and business cards and lots of stuff like that. So thank you to those of you who do that. We really appreciate your support. Mare, why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, I think we're going to tell y'all bye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Thanks for bearing with us with the juggling of schedule while we were gone on holiday. Hope we didn't ramble too much, or I don't know, because cats. And we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Until then, happy knitting. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Cats.
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 Yep.
Hopefully we included the video of the hubs pulling the thing that he has the strength of 15 men, but he was like, "Oh, don't put that in." But I think we will overrule that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me talking about you?
We're gonna overrule that. And a strength of 15 men.
He's ignoring us.
He's probably just shaking his head.